Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. We sure did. We opened some presents in the morning. In the afternoon we had a lovely family meal, and then in the evening we had a few drinks, but not too many because we got some work to do this week. I didn't release a video on Friday, and that's because I wasn't feeling that well, especially in the afternoon, even though I was here with Sean and I was filming and I was hoping to get the video out, but I was just laying in bed. But I feel much better now. I've spent the whole week with the family, with Gwendolyn and the boys, and I feel very well rested and ready for another week of work. So I'm going to show you what I filmed on Friday because it was quite interesting. So I'll play that now, and then after that I want to talk about some interesting projects which are going to happen at the convent in the new year. Sean!
Hi Billy.
You're looking busy, mate.
Yeah. Right.
Dob and dabbing.
We are today, yeah.
Dot and dabbing, sorry.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. The outcome's the same.
It is, yeah.
Right, we're ready to go. I've done a bit on the wall, a bit on the board.
Smash in.
It's quite a big void to fill, so.
Yeah.
On both sides. As long as I've got it round the right way, we should be good to go.
It's exciting seeing this getting done.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like it grew there.
Right, we're nearly there. So, now, it's all a matter of how far you want to recess this back.
As far as you like, really.
We're going to have some nosing round here.
Yeah,
so we're not governed by this bottom board at all.
we're not. No, we're not.
Oh, that's not my bag.
Beautiful job, mate.
Okay. So same again, tack the side and then work our way across.
Looks really, really good, Sean.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah,
good.
Looks lovely. Right, so we're going to pop back to the chateau quickly. Sean's almost finished the arch in my office, but we got to go back to the chateau because there was a delivery and I want to bring it back to the convent. It's something very interesting, and I need to buy a lot more of them. So I'm just locking the gates up quickly. Alright, here we go.
Yep, they're off.
Here we go. Thanks for driving me, Sean.
No problem.
So at the moment, I've currently got no car. My truck is at the garage because there's something wrong with it. My other car, the Range Rover, I've sold. So every morning at the moment, Gwendolyn is driving me to the convent and picking me up. Yesterday, Michael and Florian drove me home. So I've got a very handsome taxi driver with me today.
Yeah, we'll meet him in a minute.
Without you, Sean, I'd be currently hitchhiking.
That's right, mate. Don't mind.
Delivery time, Sean.
Yeah.
So this is how we're going to heat the convent.
I think it's the most efficient way, isn't it?
Yep, so these are LG air conditioning systems, but they're not just air conditioning, it's heating as well.
Oh, right. That's good.
These ones are designated for the office, and then over time, the more rooms that we do, we can just keep adding them.
Yeah.
These are really efficient because they will draw about 1 kilowatt of power, but they produce between 4 and 6 kilowatt of heat.
That's pretty efficient.
It's incredibly efficient, yeah.
Don't know any other heating system
Yep.
like that.
So I've ordered these just to see what they're like, and then if they're good, we'll keep buying more. Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll just keep adding them to our the new rooms, the new projects that we're finishing, and yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, that is heavy, mate.
Yep. We're in.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate.
No problem.
Let's go back and have a look at them.
Yeah, definitely.
It's exciting, Sean. What's it going to be?
Wow. Okay, let's have a look. Well packaged, that's for sure.
So these are very unusual air conditioning systems.
Right, there's all the literature.
Well, there's a remote. Yeah, wow.
Right. Looks pretty professional. There we go. LG.
Yep.
I think they're the leaders in this.
They are. Yeah, they are pretty good.
I think we're going to have to just break the box open. Or do you want me to stand this up?
Just break the plastic.
Sort of.
This film here, Sean, and we're going to see what the. Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
So it's essentially a frame,
Oh, okay.
and you can put any print or
All right.
picture in it that you like.
Do you know anyone that does prints?
So yeah, so they still protrude out of the wall a little bit, but they look quite good because they sort of disguise themselves as.
That's clever, that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And my friends Ed and Anna down at Chateau Lagorce, they have these in almost every room.
Good idea.
And yeah, so essentially I've bought the same one.
Why not if it works?
But yeah, Ed says that they are amazing systems, and yeah,
he knows his stuff.
he knows his stuff. So thank you for that, Ed, for suggesting using these. So this is the compressor which goes outside, Sean.
Okay.
And then the pump inside of this, from my understanding, compresses the refrigerant.
Right.
And generates heat, or it generates like cold. Yeah. So as it
That's a reverse sort of system.
yeah, a reverse system. Yeah. So
It's an amazing system.
and then I think it takes the warm air out of from the exterior,
Right.
and that also transfers into heat somehow. I'm not sure how they
Clever
work.
stuff.
It is magic essentially.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why the manual is that thick.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have to get someone to install these professionally.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to seeing how it performs.
I don't think you can go wrong with this, mate.
No.
They've been around for years.
They have been around for a long time.
You see
And
them everywhere
yeah,
when you go abroad and that.
so this is a bi-split system. It will do 2 separate rooms.
Two of these units.
So I've got one there, and then there's one underneath in another box.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it wasn't really that expensive for what it is. If you go and buy a traditional heating system, it will cost you thousands.
Definitely, yeah.
And I think this system was €1,800.
It's not too bad. It's not just heating, it's aircon as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so in the summer you can cool the building, or in the winter you can heat the building.
I'll have to look into this.
Yeah, you should, absolutely, mate.
And you could link this up with maybe a solar panel,
Yep, absolutely, yeah.
sort of 1 to 2
So,
solar
I checked the specifications, and it will nominally, I can't even say the word properly, it will draw about 1 kilowatt.
Okay, nominal.
Nominal, that's it, yeah. And that will produce about 5 to 6 kilowatt of heat. So each wall-mounted unit will produce 12,000 BTU. So today is the last day of the 24 sink traps of Christmas. We're going to do 2 today because I'm not filming tomorrow, which is going to be the 24th and the very last one. So we're going to do 2 today, Sean.
Yippee!
You excited?
I am, yeah.
Yep.
We're all...
You've put a bow on it.
yeah.
You have.
We've gone for
Brilliant.
festive looks.
Well done, mate.
Here we go.
So I'm not sure if we've done this room.
Okay.
I think down on the left, maybe.
Try that one.
Yeah.
Loose can, there's so many rooms. This one?
Keep going.
Keep going.
So this one, I think.
13.
13.
Unlucky for some.
13, yeah.
It's going to be this one.
There we go. What's it gonna be?
We don't know, we never know. As long as it don't make me start gagging. mirrors. Yeah.
Is there water?
That water?
Yeah.
I like this water.
That is water, yeah.
Oh, they're normally dry.
Ugh. Okay.
Right, what are we doing with that one now?
Well, we can't put it back in the sink.
No. Screw it back out.
Should we put it in another sink?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or do you want to screw it back? Screw it back on, yeah. Screw it back on, Sean. Next one.
Yep, show me the way.
Let's go for another one. I don't think we've done this one. No, we haven't. No.
Not done this one?
No.
Okay, a little bit of a branch.
Yeah, that's from outside when we were gardening.
All right.
Nothing whatsoever. Yeah, just some dust.
Just empty.
Well, that's it, everyone. That was the end of the 24 sink traps of Christmas.
Yeah, we didn't plant anything in there, did we?
No, we were, it was tempting. It was tempting at some points, I must admit, but yeah.
That was part of the excitement of it.
It was,
we
yeah.
didn't know neither. So.
No, exactly. So welcome to the Convent's original kitchen. I'm in this room because I want to talk about the projects that I want to start in the new year. We've got a little bit of a budget for this one, so it's quite a good thing. And I want to start working our way through the building. And I think starting with the kitchen is the best idea. So this space is 50 square meters. And this wall and that wall was added in the 60s. It has a concrete block wall. You can see here, and it's not sitting below the main beam. They've gone up directly next to it, so it's not holding any weight. You can see this beam, and the beam is actually behind the wall. So originally this kitchen was much bigger, and they decided to make it slightly smaller by adding these small auxiliary rooms. But I want to bring it back to how it was before in the past by removing the huge wall and opening it up so it's much, much bigger. You can see the beam in this room as well, and the block wall is going up next to it. And in here you can see the other beam, which has a little bit of a sag to it, but that's what happens to old oak beams. This building was built 250 years ago. So when we remove all of the plaster around it, it'd be good to inspect it. We need to remove all of the lath and plaster to expose all of the joists. I think this project's going to be really, really good fun and exciting. When the wall is removed, this room is going to be almost 80 square meters. And the style of kitchen, I don't want to go too modern. I want to keep it a little bit traditional still. I know people have said in the past, keep those rooms and you can use them for putting in fridges and equipment that you don't really want on display. So just through here, there is another room. There's a little bit of a puddle on the floor here because when it was -5 degrees outside, the whole building cooled down, and then the next day it was 14 degrees outside. So all of the walls started gathering condensation and it all started dripping. The only way to solve this is by putting a moisture barrier, insulation, stud work, and then plaster. And these walls will never get cold ever again. There isn't any damp issue in this room. It's normally perfect just because of the odd temperature change, which happens so quickly. That's a result of that. But the room in here, directly off the kitchen, is an ideal space for freezers, dishwashers, a sink, just stuff to hide appliances which don't look very nice. I've already invested money in this project already. I've bought all of the flooring, which I will show you at a later date. It wasn't cheap. It was actually very expensive, but I wanted to go with a product which was a natural stone and something that was very in keeping with a floor from the 18th century. The sizes of these rooms are very, very similar to most 18th century chateaux. So the height of the ceiling is over 4 meters and the windows, they're huge. But I've got an issue with these windows because they're plastic and they were put in before we bought the place. And the aesthetic of those plastic windows from the outside is fine, but from the inside they don't look great. So I'm not sure what to do with those. That window up there is wood with frosted glass. This one is PVC with frosted glass. And the one in here is still wood, I believe either oak or chestnut, but it also has frosted glass. Wouldn't it be lovely to have some nice new oak windows made? Just so it looks nice throughout. These ones are transparent glass, so you can see through them, but they don't look great. Not forgetting the cobbling. I'm going to start this late spring, early summer. And we've got all the materials, we've got everything for that. It's just a bit too cold and wet for working outside at the moment. But this will get done this year as well. But the kitchen, starting with the kitchen, and then the hallway, and then the grand refectory. So let's go back in quickly. A lot of the space is taken up by these cupboards. Try and open one. You can see they used a modern sort of wood. These can be repurposed elsewhere because they are great for storage. The same with this one here, but this one we cannot remove because this is original to the building. The cupboard and the construction of it is typical 18th century, but it also leads to the basement. Oh, that's stiff. Oh, I can't open the basement. Anyway, the basement is through there. So if we keep this one, remove these, but these can be used for storage, maybe even inside the kitchen, maybe, I'm not sure. Once the kitchen and this hallway is done, we can move on. There is a small room on the left and the right here. One of these would be ideal for a downstairs bathroom or toilet, I'm not sure exactly. And then you've got the refectory. And we'll talk about the refectory another day. So there it is. That's my plans for the new year. Do the kitchen, the hallway, a bathroom or toilet, and then the big refectory. The office is basically finished now. There's just a little bit of work to do. And I've still got to finish the downstairs apartment. That hasn't got to be finished until the summer of next year, so we've got a little bit of time on that, but I'm going to try and get that finished at the same time. But I definitely want to start that kitchen very, very soon because it is actually the worst conditioned room in the entire convent. It's been neglected for years, and I think that's probably the best room to start with. So thank you all for watching this video today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.